Hi everyone, today I'm going to share a scan system I've developed. The main idea behind this system is sound wave scanning. When players explore a dark environment by scanning their surroundings, the goal is to use sound to uncover important detail and help the player progress. Instead of seeing everything clearly, the player has to rely on sound to explore and make decisions. Here are the main problems this system aims to solve. First, lack of engagement. In most games, players get all the information at once. My system makes exploration more exciting because players need to keep scanning to find new things. The second is limited exploration. Traditional games often feel static. With my system, players can keep discovering new information with every scan, making the world feel more alive. The third one is simple gameplay mechanics. In many games, players don't have to think much about the environment. My system challenges that by making players actively interact with sounds, light, and their surroundings. So the first is our basic scan. The main feature of the system is sound wave scanning. When player scans, sound waves spread out and reveal different parts of the environment. Depending on how the sound waves interact with object, the player gets different kind of information, like the location of items and the surroundings path or the opticals. Different objects respond to scan with their own effect. Here, scanning this item, it will turn on a light. And here, if you scan this object, it will give you a flashbang. The second one is microphone input. I also added a microphone input feature. When players speak, the volume of their voice controls the scan range. A quiet voice creates a small scan, while a loud voice makes the scan cover a large area. Ha. Hi. Third, throwable objects and recording beacons. Besides direct scanning, I added throwable objects and recording beacons. Player can throw objects to trigger a scan at the point where they land. Recording beacons can be placed in the environment, and these beacons will send a scan based on the sound, and it will emit like every 10 seconds, allowing player to monitor area from a distance. Hey, hey, hey. And we also have enemy. A boss was added another layer of challenge. The boss moves around the whole level, sends out its own sound-based scan. If the player is caught in one of these scans, it will interrupt their own scanning. Players need to carefully plan their movement and scan at the right times to avoid being disrupted. And we also have energy management. In the game, players also need to manage their energy. We're in the dark. The energy draws, but when the light, their energy starts to recover. This forces the player to think about where to move and when to scan, balancing their exploration with the need to keep them energy up.